Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about the movie Life. Now, I went into this movie not knowing too much about it. The only thing I really knew was that it was an alien of some sort and that it was in space. But I kind of thought it might have been a alien clone or something, and it is in a sense. But it does it really well, and it is a really enjoyable movie. It starts off with these astronauts. They're researchers basically, and they're researching Mars, trying to find any kind of life or anything of the sort. And of course, they get their samples back, and this movie being called Life, they do find it, and it's all good. They're talking to it and touching it with gloves, and they give it a name. They call it Calvin, and everything's good. They're all peachy, and then all of a sudden, of course, this being a horror movie, it starts killing people. And it does a really good job in terms for the actors being really well done. They do make you feel for their characters, and you are on the edge of your seat wondering who's going to die and who's not, and that sort. And the CG is really good. The CG is really good in this movie. The alien itself, I'm not sure how I felt about its design. I think it could have done better. It honestly just looks like a squid of some sort, but that's fine. It's still scary. It still does its job. There are some instances where I'm like, I don't understand why these people are doing what they're doing when they are scientists. Like the very first of the movie where what you see in the trailer where he's got his hands in there and it grabs him or whatever. It's like, why did you have your hands in there with this thing? I mean, of course he had the gloves on, but you don't know anything about this thing that you have brought into your ship. Why are you playing with it? Do not play with this. Me, personally, I would not be anywhere near that dang thing. I would just leave it in its little thing, its little tank, and just leave it there and let it do its thing and me not touch it. Because honestly, that's what starts this whole thing, is him playing with it. That's what causes the whole thing to kind of blow out and people start dying, all because he wanted to be in there and play with it. But other than that, the movie is awesome. I mean, I really enjoyed this movie. It was a really enjoyable ride all the way through. I'm not so sure how much I enjoyed the ending because I saw it from a mile away. Like the last 20-minute mark, I kind of knew where it was going and I knew what was going to happen. And once it happened, I was like, yeah, I kind of figured that was what was going to happen. So I'm not so sure about how I felt about it. I am glad they didn't go the stereotypical way they would have went with it normally in these kind of movies. And to me, I think that in turn does make it a little bit better, but at the same time, I'm still not sure how I felt about the ending. But it's still an enjoyable ride. I still think everyone should go out and see it. It's a really good movie. Now I think for my final verdict of the movie, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's definitely one of the better horror movies I've seen in a while, especially space alien horror movies. But yeah, if you've seen this movie, let me know what you think down below in the comments. That'll be it. Till next time, bye.